You can also get your location up there and put that up there.
Okay, so we talked to the owner, and she told me you guys ordered food. I mean, this is a little out of space. She told me that you guys ordered food, and that she told you that she would serve you today, but she didn't want you in there again.
Yep.
And then you guys had like a verbal argument, and there's no crime. She refunded everybody's money, and then somebody threw $1 at her and said, "Here's your tip, bitch."
I didn't
Something
say
like
that.
that.
I got it all. I got it all.
I think you both have it all on video. So the point is, I don't think there's any crime or anything, but she's asking you guys to leave, and she doesn't want you to return.
We've already left.
Here's the problem. This is against the Constitution, 14th Amendment. You can't discriminate because you don't like people.
So,
And the other thing is, it's against the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
So in Kansas, a business has any right to tell people no, that we're not going to serve you anymore and that we don't want you here.
Even
But
like,
for any
so if they're
For
black,
there doesn't have to be any reason.
if they're black,
There doesn't have to be a reason.
So the civil
They
rights
don't-
doesn't apply.
They
There's a
don't have
difference.
to serve you.
There's a
They're
difference,
a business. They're a business. They don't
Yes,
have to give us a
but
reason
they
that they
are
don't want you
open
here.
for a public domain.
And they can say no, you cannot come in here.
could they do it if we were black?
Sure, they
Okay,
could.
and
But I'm not saying I agree with that.
gay and lesbian and all
I'm
that
not-
stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
They
If I
could
could
say,
go in there and they could say, I don't want to serve you. You need to leave. And I okay.
and you'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Horse shit, you wouldn't. You'd be upset as
No.
we are. Horse fucking
I
shit,
don't
because
have
it's
to agree
discrimination.
with it.
It's
I don't-
discrimination,
but
man.
I don't have to agree with it, but they
Well, I
have
get
the
it.
right to
Could
do
you
that.
All right, let's
send
just blast
the
them all over.
state-
We can protest out here too, though, can't we?
Of course we can, man. Of course we
I
can.
think not. You have, but this would probably be their
Yeah.
This
outside
belongs to
area.
You have to go to like our
like a
public
neighboring
property.
business.
Wait, we could go to that
or-
right there.
Yeah, to the
Yep,
green
that
card.
right there.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways around it, but
Sure. So
Yeah.
the thing is, they just don't want you guys here anymore. They don't want to serve you anymore. That's their right as a business. So that's all
Could
we're
you send
letting you
us
know.
that law?
And then what you guys
Send
do
it
should
to
trust.
me.
yeah, we'd like to know, like, that's an actual law
You
in,
could probably
in
just
Kansas.
Google it.
Okay,
No.
Google. All right, okay,
We want
Google.
you to provide it.
Good. So we're supposed to find the law that you're referring to.
It is a business.
Do you have a
right.
number, like a law,
No,
like
but it
a
is
number I
Kansas
can let?
business owner's right to deny service to anybody for any
I'll
reason.
I was
jump.
hungry when I got here.
I'll jump in
I'm
the.
asking
Amy,
to
I'm
send
hungry.
us that.
then okay, then
I'm not going to send it to you, sir.
Why
I
not?
don't want your phone
The
number. We
reason
want you guys just
the
to not
reason
come
you
back here.
won't
Is
is
it?
it doesn't exist.
Okay. Okay.
so you're siding with fascism.
Sure.
So
Not
we
surprised.
won't.
Nothing is going to make you guys happy at this point.
Well, of
The
course, we
business-
just got discriminated
the
against
business
for no
doesn't
reason.
want to serve.
We did
They have the right
absolutely
not to
nothing
serve.
wrong. We did absolutely nothing wrong and got refused service. Of course we're upset. What are you talking about? And you're there saying like, nope, if I got denied for being gay or whatever reason, I'd be, all right, see ya. Huh? You would
That is
not.
their right.
You guys
They
would
don't have to
cry
serve
like
you.
you wouldn't, but
No, I
to be
wouldn't.
discriminated against?
They have the right to say, I
All
can't
right,
go in
hold-
there and purchase products. And I'll be 100%
You're full of
honest.
shit,
if
man.
I walk in there and they're like, I'm not serving you because you're gay, I don't want to spend my money here anyway.
We don't either. We didn't know that.
Okay.
That's why we said give us our money back. That's
And
why
they
we
did.
left, man. Exactly. But it's
Okay.
still discrimination. You would still be upset about it.
I'm not saying it's not discrimination, but what
Thank
I'm telling
you.
you is
Thank
that
you.
They have the right to say they don't want you to come in their business
They can
anymore.
discriminate. Yeah.
We got kicked out.
They don't care. They're all lefty anyways, man.
When you took your oath of office, did you or didn't you swear to uphold the Constitution?
Yes, and it's their right as a business to say we don't want you guys here anymore, regardless of the reason.
So as part
So I
of
have
this,
to
I
hold it up
can
for
discriminate.
everybody.
I just don't think that's true because are you the boss?
I'm the sergeant on scene,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
But what you're saying is, even though they're open for the public, they can discriminate any way they want to.
Because they are privately owned, yes.
They are not privately owned.
Yes, they are.
They have a private ownership,
Sure.
but they're doing commerce in the
But
public.
they are a privately owned business, sir.
You know you're wrong that if they denied service to someone that was, I'm just using the example of black, that violates the civil rights. They don't just get to do what they want to. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. All right, so that opening video is some footage I shot with the interaction with the Lawrence Police Department shortly after me and some of my friends, we got thrown out of a local restaurant here in Lawrence called the Sandwich Bowl. And so I'll show you the footage of the video I recorded of when we got thrown out of there. I'll put it at the end of this video here. But to kind of set that up, I'll let you know what happened here. So me and my friends, this is back in July, we went to the Sandwich Bowl and we went in there and we ordered some food and we paid for it. And then we went and we sat down. We was waiting for our food, and nothing happened, man. We were just sitting there talking like we normally do, and just waiting. And then the manager brought out our order, and that's when I started recording, because when she brought out the food, she said, "I'm going to serve you guys today, but I'm not going to serve you guys anymore." And we're like, "Whoa, why is that?" And she says, she says it's because she don't like us. She said she called us menaces. She said, "I think you guys are menaces." And so then from there, we just got up and we said we want our money back and we're out of here. And she called the police. So the police video interaction is interesting, because you got that cop there saying that businesses can decline service to anybody they choose. And I asked her directly, including black people. She says, yeah. And I said, including gay and lesbian people? And she said, yeah. And so I don't think that's right, man. Like my friend Joe on there in the video says, we call him Constitution Joe because he knows the Constitution inside out. And he references the Civil Rights Act. And it's like, yeah, not only does the Civil Rights Act apply, but also here in Lawrence, they got a city ordinance that expands even further on the groups that can't be discriminated against. So in the Civil Rights Act, you got each of the groups, but the city here, has, teases it out even more and finds more groups. It's basically everyone except for it covers every group except for political groups. Now, we think that, and I think that the reason why we were discriminated against in the Sandwich Bowl was for two reasons. First, based on religion. This was, like I said, this was back in July. And what me and my group have been doing is we would go and we would protest the upcoming abortion amendment vote that was coming up on August 2nd. So we go out and we protest that. And we were really visible in the community. And so I think that she discriminated based on our views on abortion and based on religion. And then secondly, because we're Republicans or we're conservatives or we're right-leaning, I think that she discriminated against us based on that. And so the interesting thing is, like I said, in the Civil Rights Act and also in the city ordinance, it don't cover religion or political groups, and that just ain't right. So in this highly this highly charged political environment that we live in these days here in America. I think that it should be covered. Just think about this. If you played it out, in theory, if you played this out, every group in Lawrence, every business in Lawrence could get together and say, hey, we're not going to serve or give service to any conservatives around here. And so then if every single business, now again, in theory, if every single business did that, then what are the conservatives supposed to do? We can't go out into society anymore. We can't participate in American society anymore. We're just supposed to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess they can discriminate against whoever they want. And so, the other thing about this is, and the cop says that, and the business manager says that as well, is that, and most people seem to think this, is that businesses have the right to refuse service to anyone. Now, I always thought it's like, if you violated one of their rules, they could say you ain't allowed in here no more. We ain't gonna serve you. So like for example, no shirt, no shoes, no service. If you don't wear no shoes or you don't wear no shirt, then they can deny you service. Or if you're unruly in the business, you can be denied service. But if you walk in and they just say we're not going to serve you because we don't like you, that's discrimination, right? There's no reason why they're not serving you other than they don't like you. That's discrimination. And so, I use this example, rewind history far enough back and you'd see like, black people, when they were discriminated going into businesses, there was that phone call that happened where, a black person called an attorney and said, we're being discriminated against. And the attorney's like, hey, sorry, businesses can do that. You guys aren't covered. And then, a black person said, well, how about we make that change? Are you willing to make that change? So that's what I'm hoping as well. That's what I'm hoping would happen as well, is that some attorney would want to, get the political beliefs on that list of categories you can't discriminate against as well. Our beliefs not just political, but our beliefs. That's why part of the reason why religion falls into it as well is that our beliefs are our own property, right? So our intellectual property, it belongs to us, and it needs to be protected. So by clamping down this tightening the screws on political groups, that in essence they could try to force them to change their beliefs if they're not going to get service around here. And it's basically like, well, you change your beliefs, and then we'll give you guys some service at our business here. And no, it shouldn't work that way, man. We're free to believe whatever we want, and we're free to move freely in society as well, you know, and not have to worry about being discriminated against based on our beliefs. But you know, let me know what you guys think, man. I think this is really interesting what happened here, both with the police's stance on being able to discriminate against us, and also the business just for throwing us out. One other thing I want to point out there as well, one of the other cops, man, you hear her in there, she said, I need to back up for some officer safety, and she kept saying that, and she was saying it to my friend Joe. You know, I just talked about Constitution Joe, and he's an older guy. He was just trying to get in close to listen. I mean, we posed no threat whatsoever, and this cop's always was like, I need to back up for safety here. It's like, what is this all about? Why are you automatically assuming that we're a threat when we pose no threat whatsoever? I mean, can't you just have a normal conversation with some people in the community? And one other thing along with that, it's not on the video, but what happened is, you know, we were trying to find out if we could even stand out on the sidewalk in front of their business. Now, this wasn't like a normal sidewalk like on a road. This was in a strip mall, and you know, we can stand on that sidewalk. But what the police did, man, they even went out of their way. Like they were mad at us. They even went out of their way as they're going back into the business. Like, we're gonna go in there and we're gonna find out who the owner of this strip mall is, and we're gonna call them and see if they want you on their sidewalk out there. And it's like, what? Why would you do that, man? We ain't done nothing wrong. Why are you gonna go out of your way and try and make it even harder for us to move around in society as well? I mean, I don't think that's your job as police. I definitely know that's not your job as police. So even they're trying to discriminate against us as well. So anyways, you know, let me know your thoughts on this, and I appreciate you checking out my video.
Pro mask. I will not have you guys back in here.
So you're not
You're
gonna
pro
service
mask
them?
and you don't have it
I'm
on?
serving you today.
You don't?
I just had COVID 2 weeks ago.
And what's the point?
That's
I've had
fine.
it twice.
I'm just letting you know you can record me.
What is this all about?
That's fine.
Of course I can record you, but why?
I said that's okay if you record me.
I'm not
just
asking
saying
for your
that
permission.
I do own this
I'm not
place. My
asking
name
for
is
your-
Jessie Gordon, and
I'm
I
not
want to
asking
serve
for
you
your
guys.
permission to record. Why would you service
Because I
them?
don't want you in my building.
So what?
You don't like
Are
us?
you
want our
open
money
to
back
the
then.
public?
Because I find you guys to be a complete menace.
We
So
want our money back.
I am
You'll
also
take our money though.
You're
today.
breaking the law.
We want our
by the
money
way.
back.
I'm allowed to refuse service to anyone that I want.
Bullshit.
I
You're
have my
open to
money
the
back.
public.
Okay, that's fine. You guys can go then.
We want our money
I'll
back.
recontact all of you guys. I don't want you coming back here.
Hey, I know you guys are struggling for business. I've seen
I'm
your.
not struggling.
Yeah, you are. I've seen the posts
I'm not
online. You guys are
struggling.
hurting
Here,
big
this
time.
Is for,
Big time.
this is for you.
Okay.
You're a little,
Thank you. And I'll
little
take
person.
my 306 back, please.
You're a little person.
a little
You are the fascist that you say we are. You are
right.
being a fascist right
And a
now.
bigot.
And a bigot. You are exactly what you're.
Can you please
breaking
leave?
the
You're
law.
getting a refund. I'm not breaking the law.
Yeah,
You'll hear from us again, Jesse.
I am allowed to refuse service to anyone that
You're
I want.
discriminating.
Please leave my business.
You're open for public.
Sir, I'll
commerce.
call the cops if you don't get the fuck out of here.
Well, why
Go,
don't you?
shoot.
Yeah, call the cops.
Why
I
don't
will. Here, let me grab my phone.
I want my money
You're
back.
doing it? I'm giving you money
We're
back.
waiting
It was
for
a
our
card.
money back. Let's
okay,
go.
guys, I'm voiding it on here. I don't need your cards.
Why are you telling us you're calling the police?
Because
We're
I said I don't want
told
you
us
in my
that
business.
but we're waiting for our money back that you stolen from
I'm
us.
not stealing it. I just voided it
You
all
just told
out.
us to get the fuck out of here. We want
Because
our money back.
I don't need
we
to
want
have
our
you.
fucking money
Sir,
back.
stop. I
We
don't
want
need
our
to.
no.
I'm
we want
voiding
our
it
money
right.
back.
Okay.
You're
this
going to
is-
go down and
Yeah,
smoke.
you're gonna hear from
Get
us
out.
again. You thought you were hurting for money?
I'm not
You're gonna be
hurting
out of
for money.
business here
Can
pretty
you
soon.
please
but
leave?
When you give me my money
I
back.
already gave you your money back.
Show me.
How do
Show
we-
me.
How do we know that?
Give us a
Oh my
receipt.
God! Yeah, a receipt. You're a business lady, right?
Oh, this
We're
is
gonna take
fun.
your crazy ass word for
Go
it.
ahead, call him. Here's for Carol. Here's for you. There's your receipts. And you're done. Please leave.
Where's Amy's receipt?
Amy did cash. So you guys can leave.
We
She
will.
already got her money back. You guys can leave.
Yes. I did.
I
We'll
hope
make you
do.
famous, bitch.
I hope you do.
Make you
Have an
famous,
excellent
bitch.
afternoon,
We're gonna make you
Steve.
famous, bitch. Oh, but actually, you'll be out of business.
Bye.
You can't do what you're doing right now,
All
bitch.
right.
All right.